Hey everyone, I've been tagged on from one of our own crew members, from my mom Jan, on the tag, "If it's free, it's for me." And I had to do some research into the questions, and I have the questions and the answers that I'm going to give typed out here. And I figured I'd give that to you. And then I'm going to fill y'all in on a little bit of information after we get done on the tag. But we're going to go ahead and jump on into this. First question on if it's free, it's for me is, do you take hand-me-downs? And if so, what kinds of things? Well, yeah, I take hand-me-downs. I remember getting hand-me-down clothes from my little cousins, and, well, not little cousins, but older cousins, excuse me. Like I said, their clothes, toys, different stuff like that. And of course, my mom wanted me to hang on to the clothes, but you have to think along the lines of, what if you're not able to have kids? Well, she's wanting me to hang on to the clothes for her future grandkids. But like I said, what if you're not able to have kids? You know, and consider that I'm an only child and that I'm a boy. What if Brittany and I in the future are only able to have girls? So that's just one of those things that you can't really control. So I decided to give up my old clothes that were getting really, really old to the local charities, to the thrift stores, stuff like that. And I'm going to stand by that decision because I do believe in the end, when you consider all the variables, that was the best decision to make. While it was sad to see it go because it was a piece of my childhood, I still think that was the best decision. What is your favorite hand-me-down or inherited piece? This is question number 2. Well, I have to say I have many favorites, but if I had to pick one to tell you about this morning, it would be my wedding ring, the one that I'm going to use in mine and Brittany's wedding. That wedding ring belonged to my granddad, and if I remember my history correctly, he and my grandmother didn't have an exchanging of rings at their wedding. He got her a ring, but then after it got worn in two, if I remember correctly, she went out and got them a set of wedding bands. And so she was able to get one for her and one for him. And so I was able to get a hold of that, and believe it or not, a little bit of interesting factoid about that ring is it fits me perfectly. I didn't have to go and get it resized or anything like that. So consider that he had blue eyes, I have blue eyes. I have his wedding ring that never had to be resized for me. And then when you consider too that, to really top off the irony, is mine and Brittany's wedding day of January the 10th is my grandfather's birthday. So I'm going to let everybody else draw their own conclusions from that, but it's interesting to say the least. You can't make that stuff up. Have you ever refurnished a piece of furniture, and do you have any advice from your experience? Not that I remember. You have to remember, this old man who's all of 30 years old can't remember some things. So if I'm 30 years old and have my senior moments, hopefully that doesn't make people feel too bad. But there are some things that I remember that I did that people then come around and say, "Hey, you didn't do that." Somebody else. And then there are some times where I thought I didn't do something and turns out that I did. So I have to say, if I did do any refurnishing of furniture, I don't remember it. Someone may come in later on and fill in that I did do something, but like I said, I don't remember it. So so I can't offer any advice from the experience or anything like that. Have you ever turned down a piece of furniture or a hand-me-down? I know I have, so the answer would have to be yes, but so much of what I have is hand-me-downs, I can't really remember anything specific. Have you ever dumpster dived? Now, this is something I definitely remember. Yes, I have dumpster dived before. Mainly, I do get things that have been tossed out by the side of the road. If I find something good, like a bookcase or something like that, I'll pick that up. I remember Brittany and I found a bookcase, but that thing we set it up to be temporary anyway, and it's kind of falling apart. But like I said, that was supposed to be temporary anyway. It was weather worn real bad. But one thing I remember that's really interesting that I found by the side of the road was a cooler. Somebody had thrown out a cooler, and it was a perfectly good cooler. And so, but that's not the answer to the question. The question is, have you ever dumpster dived? Yes, I have. I actually have dived into the dumpster, and I thought what I want to do is I want to add on a question to this of, did you find anything worth keeping? Well, I thought I found some candy apples at a grocery store dumpster one time, but they turned out to have gone bad. So I took a look, after I got them home. It was dark outside. After I got them home and looked at them, it's like, wait a minute, these are starting to rot out from the inside, so I just had to throw them away. So if they would have been good, that would have been awesome, but, well, you know. And of course, I did it mainly for the experience, not necessarily out of any sort of dire straits. I just did it for the experience. What is the oldest free item that you have to date, and how old is it? Well, that would probably be the wedding ring that I just told y'all about, because that belonged to my grandmother. Now, technically that is mine. Now, something that's going to come to me in the future that I know of that is actually older than that would be this trunk that we're in the car right now. Mom, did that belong to Grandmother Weaver? That actually belonged to my my great-grandmother. And so that will be the oldest thing that I have when that comes to me after my parents pass. So right now it's the ring, but in the future it's going to probably be that trunk. Outside of some old family photographs, though, of people that my granny could probably tell you who they are, but in our family, but I've never met them, and that knowledge passed away with her a while back. Any free deals that you have scored with coupons or online deals lately? Mainly food stuff, like buy one get one free on burger stuff, on burgers at McDonald's or whatnot like that, on their little receipts. Or sometimes the banquet microwave TV dinners come with a coupon inside of buy 9 get 1 free, and when you consider those are just $1, that's a pretty good deal. Any free organization, or have you made new use for something else? Well, actually, yes. I actually have made a new use for something old. I have an old VCR that the tape mechanism in it does not work, but it has a converter in it that can convert F-coax. It has the coax in and out, and it has the composite RCA of audio video, or AV, in and out. And so you can actually do coax in to RCA out, or AV out, and So I've actually used that with my Atari 2600, because the Atari that I have is coax. And so I use the VCR as a converter box to convert that signal. So that's a way that I've actually repurposed that old VCR. It doesn't work, like I said, on the tape mechanism, so I can't play videotapes in it. But the internal signal converter works just fine. And I actually found that out from watching some YouTube videos on how to set up the Atari 2600, that those converter things hardly ever go bad. Another thing I could have done would have been to have gone out and get a $50 digital converter box, but why do that for the old Atari 2600 when I have the VCR that acts as a converter? And it doesn't really take up any more or less space than what that little converter box would, so that's not too bad. What is your favorite almost free item or deal? I'd have to say, now this, one of my favorites would have to be probably like the penny items that penny out at Dollar General. I haven't found anything personally, but my mom has. For example, she found an ice tray one time that had pennied out, so that was actually a good deal. And considering that she's part of the Junk Brands family, while she's actually not on video very much, I don't mind mentioning something that she found, because this tag is for Junk Brands. It's more than one of us. So most of these I answered for myself, but that one I'm going to answer for her, especially since she tagged me in this video. And so I'm going to say thanks, Mom, for being part of our channel. Now, I'm going to tag y'all. Anybody who sees this video, I'm going to tag you. If it's free, it's for me. That's the tag. I'm going to put in the comment section, not comment section, but I'm put below the video the questions, so that way you can go and you can answer them. And if you want to leave it in the comment section, that's fine. If you want to do a video, that's fine. However you want to answer the questions, I'm going to tag you. So, there you go. Now, as far as the announcements that I said I was going to tell you about, this may be the last video of 2014. Or it may not be. It all depends, because we have a Christmas parade coming up on Monday the 8th, and so I'm going to try to record the Christmas parade that's here in town, and if I can record it, I'm going to put it up. If not, then this will be the last video for 2014. The next videos that will be released in 2015 are going to be have to do with the wedding, mine and Brittany's wedding, highlights from the honeymoon, where we go to Land Between the Lakes. That's going to be fun. There's going to be we're looking forward to 2015, like I said, so anyway, if this is the last video, I'm going to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, keep safe if you're traveling, and we will see y'all in 2015. And if not, then just, we'll see y'all at the Christmas parade. Anyway, if y'all enjoyed this video, don't feel afraid to hit that like button, subscribe, and like I said, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Share it with your friends. This is Junk Ren signing out.